People always say that beauty is a blessing, that it opens doors, paves the way for opportunities, and makes life easier. I wish they could step into my shoes, just for a day, and see the world through my eyes. Maybe then, they would understand the truth that beauty is a double-edged sword, and sometimes it cuts deeper than anyone can imagine. From a young age, people told me I was beautiful. My mother, my teachers, strangers on the street, they would all comment on my looks as if my worth began and ended with my appearance. Compliments turned into expectations, expectations turned into judgments. At school, boys would trip over themselves trying to get my attention. Some were bold, flirting openly, slipping notes into my locker, or waiting for me outside my classroom. Others would simply stare, whispering as I walked by, as if I were some sort of rare exhibit on display. The attention was overwhelming, suffocating even. It wasn't flattering, it was exhausting. But the worst part wasn't the boys. It was the girls. I was never truly accepted among them. No matter how kind I tried to be, how much I downplayed my looks, or how hard I worked to prove I was more than just a pretty face, I was met with cold stares and whispers behind my back. They assumed I was arrogant, that I thought I was better than them. The truth was, I was lonely, desperately lonely. I wanted to be included, to have close friendships, to share secrets and laugh over silly things. But jealousy built a wall between me and them, and no matter how hard I tried, I could never break through it. I remember one particular girl, Samantha. She had been my friend when we were younger, before beauty became a defining factor in my life. We used to have sleepovers, paint each other's nails, and dream about our futures. But as we grew older, things changed. She changed, or maybe she simply saw me differently. One day, I overheard her talking to a group of girls. She thinks she's all that, always acting innocent, like she doesn't know exactly how pretty she is. It's pathetic. My heart sank. I wanted to scream, to tell her she was wrong, that I never wanted to be put on a pedestal, that I hated how my beauty made me an outcast. But I said nothing. I walked away, feeling more alone than ever. Throughout my life, many girls who were jealous of me always made up lies about me, and they always spoke badly about me for no reason. Many girls did not want to be friends with me because I got a lot of attention from boys. They always saw me as a competition, even when I wasn't competing with them. In the workplace, it wasn't any different. I struggled to be taken seriously. My intelligence and skills were often overlooked because people assumed I had gotten to where I was based on my looks. Male colleagues made inappropriate remarks, while female coworkers dismissed me, unwilling to include me in their circles. I constantly had to prove that I was more than just a pretty face, that I was capable, hardworking, and deserving of respect. But no matter how much I accomplished, there was always an undercurrent of doubt, a silent question lingering in the air. Was it my talent, or was it my beauty that got me here? And then there were the relationships. I longed for love, for someone to see me for who I truly was. But every time a man pursued me, I couldn't help but wonder, did he love me, or did he love the way I looked? I would test them, subtly, trying to see if they cared about my thoughts, my dreams, my fears. More often than not, they failed. Their eyes never looked past my face, never sought out the real me beneath the surface. One night, I asked a man I was dating, "What do you love about me?" He smiled and said, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen." I waited, expecting him to continue, to say something about my kindness, my passion, my soul, but he didn't. That was the night I realized I was trapped in a gilded cage. Beauty is power, but it is also a prison. People see what they want to see, believe what they want to believe. They project their insecurities, their desires, their fantasies onto me, never bothering to ask who I really am beneath it all. I used to wish I looked different, that I could blend in, be normal, be free from the constant scrutiny. But now I have learned to embrace myself, not just my appearance, but my mind, my heart, my soul. I no longer seek validation from others, nor do I let their assumptions define me. Because at the end of the day, beauty fades. But who I am inside, that is forever. I wish people could just treat me like a normal human being. Is that too hard to ask for?